Now, this is the truth about Mary, of who she truly is, that have been hidden in religion against us in this our nation called Africa, that is believed and claimed by religion to be the Messiah's mother in Christianity, most especially in the Roman Catholic Church, that is honored and believed in the Roman Catholic doctrine and faith of worship to be the Messiah's mother, which is not the truth. For the truth is what I'm going to awaken now and review in this video. So please, if this video found you on your FYP, I am pleading with you on this, please be patient with your time and watch this video to the end for you to be awakened and to be blessed in this truth. And while doing so, please click to the share button so that it can get to a very much number of people watching through this platform also, for them to be blessed and be awakened also in this truth. And while doing so, the Most High will bless you and prosper the work of your hands. Thank you. Now, the truth is, this white identity and figure called Mary, as brought to us by religion, claimed to be the Messiah's mother, is a lie. For the Messiah mother is not called Mary, yes, and she was never a white woman. She was a woman born in the Middle East of Africa, in this our nation called Africa. And she was mostly likely called Miriam or Mariam during her days and time. And she was a very pure black woman, a prophetess during her days and time. She was never called Mary. This identity called Mary is the Roman goddess, the Roman marine goddess, Jazzibel. That is who Mary is, that they have disguised against the holy divine identity of the Messiah's mother that they have brought to us by religion as a means of control and a deceitful faith of worship to their deity, their gods, their goddess, which many of you today are ignorant of, not knowing that you are also demonstrating and practicing worship to the Roman marine goddess, which is what? The wife of Lucifer, the Roman god called Zeus, the sun god, the morning star, Lucifer, which is also called Jesus, that many of you are ignorant of today. Mary is the Roman marine goddess, Jazzibel, that Elijah confronted during their days and time, that was seducing the holy prophet of the Most High, that was bringing corruption, evil in the land of the Most High, that Elijah saw how the land had been corrupted by evil activities and evil practice brought by Jazzibel, the Roman goddess, the marine of the Roman, that is worshipped by the Roman prophet or the prophet of Baal, that Elijah confronted, and after bringing judgment of the Most High against the altar of Baal and destroying the altars of Baal and the prophet of Baal, now Elijah was threatened by her, called Jazzibel, to cut the head of Elijah, to kill Elijah, which led to Elijah by fleeing away, running away to a desert where the Most High met him and confronted him of who he is, that he has the power against who? Jazzibel, the Roman marine goddess, that gave Elijah the confrontation, the power and the divine energy to confront Jazzibel, that brought to the demission and destruction of Jazzibel, that brought Jazzibel to an end. But you know, as a spirit does not die. Yes, spirit does not die. So this is Jazzibel, they brought to us in this identity called Mary, as claimed and believed by religion to be the Messiah's mother. That is who? Jazzibel, the Roman priestess, the Roman prophetess, the marine goddess of the Roman god, called Zeus, the sun god, which many of you today have believed to be the Messiah's mother, but which is not the truth. Elijah is a water child. Yes, but not a marine. The word water child means seer, someone that have the eyes of the spirit, because water is the eyes of this earth. Yes, as you are nature like this, we are what? Nature like this earth. For our body is what? An identity describing nature upon this earth. Just like this, our body is an identity of this ground. Yes, our body is equally identified to be this ground, as it is written by the holy word of the Most High, that dust you are and dust you shall remain. So this is to tell you that this our body is dust, which is referring to this ground we all match on this earth realm. You see, this our hair is described to be what? The grass. Just as this ground is producing grass and leaves, nature, plants, is the same thing with our hair. So now, you see this our eyes. Our eyes is what? A way of seeing. A way of what? Seeing. So this is to tell you that water is also what? An eyes, just as this our eyes in this our body refers to it, or what refers to what? Our only means of seeing. So this is how this earth also has water as the eyes of seeing. That is why I call it that water is eyes of what? This earth. Yes, that's why when you cry, water coming from your eye, to tell you that water is the eyes of this earth. So when I say that someone is a water child, I'm not bringing it in this deceitful knowledge as religion that make you all to believe, that have brought ignorance to so many people who have this gift as a water child called seer, that have brought them into a misleading practice, a misleading worship, by them going to river, offering demonic and evil ritual materials to river, such as Coke, Fanta, biscuits, pure water, and every demonic items of ritual that they are offering on water as a ritual, believing it to be a divine worship to the Most High, but which is not the truth. A water child is not a goddess. A water child is not a marine. A water child is not a marine prophetess. Yes. A water child is what? A seer. Yes. A divine seer to the Most High. That is called water child. That name is given because water is the eyes of the spirit. Like water is the eyes of this earth. So they who are the holy kingdom of the Most High, who are body, spirit, and soul, are what? Eyes of the spirit. That is why it is called what? Seer. Prophet of what? Seer. And prophetess of what? Seer. So that is their gift. So if you are a water child, you are a seer, and your ministration is not on water. As religion has brought you all in this ignorance, making many of you to go through this demonic deceitful practice by offering rituals such as Coke, Fanta, biscuit, foods you have cooked on water, believing that you are offering ritual to the divine, believing that you are practicing a divine holy worship to the Most High, but not knowing that in ignorance you are actually worshiping goddess, marine spirit. You are actually offering worship to the marine goddess. You are offering worship to the marine spirit, gods of the waters, and which is an idolatry worship that religion have brought many of you in ignorance and you don't know. So Elijah was a water child. Yes. Elijah was what? A water child during his days and time. But not like he was on water. No, it's called water child as I have explained, called seer. So he was a prophet, a seer during those days and time. Then, this is what happened. During his days and time, as a water child, a seer, he encountered this marine spirit, this goddess called Jezebel, which has been tormenting the land of the Most High, which have been corrupting the holy prophets of the Most High, which have been bringing demonic activities in the land during those days and time. And Elijah, as a seer, a prophet, a water child, have to confront the powers of the waters, where this entity called Jazzibel dwell. Elijah, by the divine holy mantle, anointing, and power in him that supersede all powers, have to confront this entity called Jezebel by breaking her holds, destroying her covenant, destroying her powers, destroying her place on this earth, and disconnecting her away from this earth. Because Jezebel was not a woman. Yes, but they make it to believe that Jezebel was a woman. No, Jezebel was a spirit, a marine goddess. Yes, which is also called Mary by religion, as claimed to be the Messiah's mother. As I'm saying this now, she's what? A marine goddess to the Roman gods. Yes, Jezebel is a marine goddess. So Elijah confronted her, and confronted what? The worship of Baal that is directly to her by the prophets of Baal, that led to the what? The interaction and violence of what? She and Elijah, based on their interaction. How Elijah destroyed the altars of Baal. So this is what happened. Elijah destroyed the altars of Baal and brought the holy judgment of the Most High against the prophets of Baal during their days and time, destroying the place of Jezebel, that brought a confrontation of Jezebel against Elijah, that make Elijah to flee away, until the Most High grant Elijah a fortification that he has to come back and confront Jezebel and bring her to an end over this earth realm and take her to where she belongs, over the ocean. So this identity called Elijah is also equally to what? John the Baptist. Yes, that is the same person. Elijah is what? John the Baptist. That is what they are not telling you. And their names are not called Elijah. Their names are not called John the Baptist. Yes, religion is the one that changed it to this identity called John the Baptist and Elijah. Elijah is the same person as John the Baptist. That is why Jezebel told him that she will cut his head, and Elijah flew away. Elijah did what? He ran away and later came back and confronted Jezebel after the Most High confronted him by what? Fortifying him with the divine power he needs to confront Jezebel, and then he destroyed Jezebel. Now in his reincarnation back as John the Baptist, which led to the what? Cutting of his hair, when the king demanded and make a promise that anyone who can make him happy, or anyone who can dance or make him, do something that is very precious and amazing to him, which he make a vow that whatever that person demand of is what he will give to that person, which the daughter of, I'm forgetting the name of this woman in the Bible, which her daughter pleased the king by dancing in a very amazing way that brought to the demand of asking her that what is her requirement, what does she want, that she should make a choice, which she went to her mother and then meets the mother and asked the mother, what will she demand of the king? And the mother told her that she should tell the king that she wants she wants John the Baptist's head. So this is to tell you that this is the same person. This is the same identity. This is the same reality of existence. Jezebel coming back, demanding for that same head of Elijah. So this is to tell you that Elijah was what? John the Baptist. So Elijah is a water child. And he is what? John the Baptist that came and began his ministration again in water by baptizing people, not baptizing people from their sins, cleansing people from negative energies and preaching the gospel of what? Repentance. So Mary is a marine goddess to the Romans. Yes, Mary is a marine goddess. She is not the Messiah's mother, but religion have disguised her, bring her against you, or through religion in this belief for you all to see her as the Messiah's mother, but which is not the truth. And that is how they have indulged you all into a demonic worship, into a marine worship, into a worship to this goddess called Jezebel, which they have disguised against the holy identity of the Messiah's mother called Mary. So Mary is Jezebel. Yes, Mary is Jezebel. Mary is what? Jezebel, the Roman goddess. And that is the truth they're not telling you. That is who she is. Yes. So wake up. This is the truth they have been hidden away from you all. This is the truth they have been hidden by religion, making you all to indulge yourself into this demonic practice and worship to the Romans. Mary is the Roman goddess called Jezebel, the prophetess of Baal, that was destroyed by Elijah during their days and time, which they brought again into this age and time, making you all to believe it to be the Messiah's mother, which many of you are still practicing the same demonic ritual of offering Coke, Fanta, biscuits, rice, gari, and all kind of food items as a ritual and sacrifice you are offering in the water, which they have used as a deceitful knowledge to you all, make you to believe that as a water child, your menstruation is in water. No. You don't have any business in water. For the kingdom of the Most High dwell within us. Why you are called a water child is, this is an identification of your gift. Not like you are from water, or water give birth to you, or you're a water child from water. No. The word water child means that you are a seer, because water is the eyes of this earth, and you are the eyes of the spirit. That is why you are called what? A water child. Does not mean that you are from water. You are a what? A seer. And this has brought so many confusion in this our nation called Africa. You see many people going into this ignorance, practicing idolatry worship, offering items as a ritual to the water, believing that they are worshiping the Most High, but not knowing that they are worshiping the spirit of Jezebel, and which is also practiced in this so-called rosary. Rosary in your Roman Catholic Church, that is the same thing. In ignorance, you not knowing that rosary you are praying is the same pattern, the same ritual, the same sacrifice you are offering to that goddess called Jezebel. And many of you don't know. You see it to be a holy faith of worship, not knowing that you are still practicing the same demonic idolatry ritual. In that prayer of rosary, you are praying, worshiping Jezebel, the Roman goddess, marine. So wake up. Religion will never tell you this truth, and that is why we have come back to tell you the truth, which they have hidden away from you people. Yes, religion will never tell you this truth. They will never, because it was their means and intention to have control against you all. So wake up from this truth. Mary is the Roman goddess called Jezebel, the marine spirit of Baal. This is the truth they have been hidden away from you all by religion. Peace and love, light.